History doesn't send invitations. It doesn't knock politely on your door and say, hey, this is your chance to build life-changing wealth. It doesn't wait until you feel ready, confident, or fully informed. It moves quietly at first, and then all at once. And by the time everyone is talking about it, by the time it feels safe and obvious, and the biggest gains have already been made. That's the part most people don't realize. We tend to believe that opportunities will be clear, predictable, and comfortable. That there will be a perfect moment where everything makes sense. But real financial turning points don't feel like that. They feel uncertain. They feel confusing. Sometimes they even feel a little bit risky. And that's exactly why most people miss them. Not because they're lazy. Not because they're not capable, but because they're waiting for clarity, waiting for reassurance, waiting for someone else to confirm that it's the right time. Meanwhile, a small group of people are doing something very different. They're paying attention. They're noticing patterns before they become headlines. They're asking better questions about where the world is heading, how money is shifting, and what that means for their own future. They're not reacting, they're preparing. Because they understand something most people don't. Wealth isn't created when everything is obvious. It's created when things are still changing. Right now, we are living through one of those shifts. It's not loud enough yet for everyone to fully grasp it, but it's happening. The way we earn money is evolving. The way we invest is evolving. Entire industries are being reshaped in real time. And in moments like this, money doesn't just grow, it moves. It moves from outdated systems to new ones, from passive participants to active decision makers, from those who hesitate to those who prepare early. The uncomfortable truth is that most people will only recognize this moment after it has passed. They'll look back and say, it was so obvious, but right now it doesn't feel obvious. It feels uncertain, maybe even a little overwhelming, and that's your signal. Because every major wealth-building window in history has looked exactly like this in the beginning. Unclear, underestimated, and easy to ignore. So the real question isn't whether opportunity exists. The real question is whether you're paying enough attention to see it before everyone else does. Big wealth opportunities don't just appear out of nowhere. They are created during periods of transition, when the old way of doing things starts to break down and a new way hasn't fully taken its place yet. That in-between phase is where the real opportunity lives. Because during stable times, everything is priced efficiently. Everyone understands the system, the rules are clear, and there's very little room for outsized gains. But when change begins, when uncertainty enters the picture, pricing becomes imperfect, behavior becomes emotional, and gaps start to form. And those gaps are where wealth is built. Right now, we are in one of those transitional periods. You can see it if you look closely. Entire industries are being reshaped by technology. Jobs that were once considered stable are evolving, while new income opportunities are being created almost overnight. The way people invest, earn, and even think about money is shifting. At the same time, the global economy is adjusting. Inflation has changed how people perceive the value of money. Interest rates have influenced where capital flows. Markets are reacting, sometimes rationally, sometimes emotionally. All of this creates movement. And when money moves, it doesn't do so evenly. It flows toward what is growing, what is efficient, and what solves real problems in a changing world. But before that movement becomes obvious, there's a window, a period where things are still misunderstood, undervalued, or overlooked. That's where the opportunity is. The challenge is that this phase doesn't feel comfortable. It feels uncertain because there's no clear roadmap. It feels risky because not everything works out. And it requires a level of independent thinking that most people aren't used to. Most people prefer certainty. They want guarantees. They want to know that if they take a step, it will definitely pay off. But in moments like this, certainty comes later, after the opportunity has already been captured. So what happens? People wait. They watch from the sidelines. They consume information. They tell themselves they're learning or researching, but in reality, they're delaying action until it feels safe. And by the time it feels safe, the inefficiency is gone. The gap has closed. The easy gains have already been taken by those who were willing to move earlier. This is the paradox of wealth-building opportunities. They reward action during uncertainty, not comfort. It doesn't mean acting recklessly. It doesn't mean chasing every trend or making impulsive decisions. It means understanding that change itself creates opportunity and positioning yourself accordingly. Because every major shift in history has followed this pattern. At the beginning, only a few people recognize what's happening. Then gradually, more attention comes in. And eventually, it becomes mainstream. But by then, the biggest advantage has already disappeared. So the goal isn't to predict everything perfectly. It's to recognize that we are in a period of change, and that change is creating movement. And if you can understand where that movement is likely to go, even partially, you give yourself a chance to benefit from it. Because wealth doesn't wait for certainty. It rewards those who are willing to step forward while the path is still being formed. If you look closely at people who consistently build wealth, especially during uncertain times, you'll notice something interesting. They're not necessarily the smartest in the room. They don't have perfect information. And they definitely don't get every decision right. What they do have is a system. They focus on a small number of behaviors that compound over time, and they stick to them even when it feels boring, even when it feels slow, and especially when it feels uncertain. The first thing they do is build a clear understanding of their own financial situation. That sounds simple, but it's where most people fall short. They don't know exactly how much they spend each month, where their money is leaking, or how their current assets are performing. And without that clarity, it's almost impossible to make intentional decisions. Because if you don't know what you're working with, you're always reacting. You're not in control. You're just responding to whatever happens next. So financially aware people track, not obsessively, but consistently. They know their numbers. They review them. And that awareness alone starts to change behavior because it forces you to confront reality instead of avoiding it. The second thing they focus on is increasing their earning power, not just by working more hours, but by becoming more valuable. They understand that in a changing economy, income is not fixed. It's flexible. So instead of relying on a single source, they look for ways to expand. That could mean building a skill that's in demand, taking advantage of digital platforms, or creating additional streams of income that aren't tied directly to their time. Because there's a limit to how much you can save, but there's far less of a limit to how much you can earn. And when you combine higher income with financial awareness, you create something powerful: surplus. Money that isn't already committed. Money that can be directed intentionally, which leads to the third behavior. And this is where everything starts to compound. They invest consistently, not based on headlines, not based on fear or hype, but based on a long-term approach that doesn't rely on perfect timing. Most people overcomplicate investing. They think they need to predict the market, find the next big thing, or wait for the right moment. But the reality is, waiting often costs more than starting imperfectly. Consistent investors understand that markets go up and down, but over time, disciplined participation tends to outperform hesitation. So they focus on regular contributions, staying invested, and letting time do the heavy lifting. They remove emotion from the process as much as possible, because emotion is what causes people to buy high, sell low, and abandon their strategy at the worst possible time. None of these behaviors are flashy. None of them feel like a big move, but that's exactly the point. Wealth is rarely built through one dramatic decision. It's built through repeated, intentional actions that stack on top of each other. And during periods of opportunity, like the one we're in right now, these behaviors become even more valuable. Because while others are hesitating or reacting, disciplined individuals are quietly positioning themselves. Not perfectly, but consistently. And over time, that consistency becomes the advantage that separates those who participate in opportunity from those who watch it pass by. A decade from now, this period will feel obvious. People will point to the trends, the shifts, the signals that are already happening today and say, of course, that was the moment. Of course, that's when things changed. But the truth is, it never feels obvious when you're living through it. Right now, it feels uncertain. There's mixed information, conflicting opinions, and no clear guarantee about what will happen next. And that uncertainty is exactly what causes hesitation. But hesitation has a cost. Not always immediately, not in a way that feels dramatic, but over time. Because while you're waiting for clarity, time keeps moving. Opportunities evolve, markets adjust, and the people who chose to act early start gaining distance. That's the part that often gets overlooked. Wealth building is not just about what you do, it's also about when you do it. Starting earlier, even imperfectly, often matters more than starting later with perfect information. Because time is what allows your decisions to compound. It's what turns small, consistent actions into meaningful results. And once time is lost, you don't get it back. So the goal isn't to have everything figured out before you begin. The goal is to be positioned. Positioned so that when opportunities grow, you're already part of them. Positioned so that when markets recover, you benefit from that recovery. Positioned so that your income, your skills, and your investments are aligned with where things are going, not where they've been. That doesn't require perfection. It requires intention. It means making conscious decisions about your money instead of defaulting to habits. It means taking responsibility for your financial future instead of outsourcing it to chance or circumstance. And it means accepting that uncertainty is not something you wait to disappear. It's something you learn to operate within. Because the people who build wealth during these periods are not the ones who avoid uncertainty. They're the ones who move forward despite it, with a plan, with discipline, and with a long-term perspective. There will always be reasons to wait. There will always be headlines that make things feel risky, unpredictable, or unstable. But those conditions are not the exception. They are the environment in which real opportunities exist. So the question becomes very simple. When you look back at this moment, what do you want your story to be? Do you want to say that you waited until everything made sense and missed the window while doing so? Or do you want to say that you recognized the moment for what it was, accepted that it wouldn't be perfect, and chose to act anyway? Because history doesn't reward comfort. It rewards those who are willing to prepare early, act deliberately, and stay consistent while others are still deciding. And right now, whether it feels like it or not, you are being given that choice. Not loudly, not dramatically, but quietly in the small decisions you make every day. And those decisions are what will define your financial future.